Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
Bell was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. She's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist,
Sorry, orders from above. You're not allowed to leave. I don't know who you are, but there are no arguments to be had. Orders are orders. The argument draws the attention of several nearby soldiers. You okay there, Bell? Comrade, Bell is a special envoy sent by the mayor. Show some respect.
The mighty Miss Bell got taken down a notch.
I'm just following orders.
Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms?
Alright, we got traitors in the midst.
They're coming closer. And they're armed. We're under attack. Fight back. Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. 4 and 5 o'clock. Oh, is it the Exaltist troops in disguise?
Oh shit! Is it the fucking Exaltus troops? They're definitely not fucking alive.
What the are we seeing the dead in broad daylight?
What the fuck?
If they are a monster, just take them down. Reporting in. We've got casualties. We've got another
Zero. It's been about, I'd say, an hour and 30 minutes since the last episode, because I went and got myself a haircut, got in the shower, and then ate some food. And yeah, anyway, back to business. Wanted to do all that stuff before people decided the people in the house that I don't want around would come back and get in the way of things, so had to get that out of the way. Anyway,
Those soldiers crawling out of the miasma, they look like the dead brought back to life.
the dead, but they're dressed in military gear from the old Capitol, stuff from 11 years back. If they truly are the dead returned, how could they be the ghosts of those old soldiers if they're shooting at their own squad mates? Apparently you've never heard of these things. Close my window because the sun's coming in and it's still summer, so we don't want that. They're more like some kind of miasma creature.
Still, the fact that these creatures take on the form of former Defense Force soldiers means their creator...
The enemy's knowledge of the Defense Force might be beyond our imagination. Besides, yesterday's recon mission went perfectly. We didn't let any cultists escape, so there's no way the Exalta should be aware of our progress. We need to report this to Isolde.
Let's go, Proxy.
You need to let me the hell out of here, but I guess you're probably just not gonna. I guess we're really gonna have to complete this whole quest. Whether I like it or not. Whether I wanted to save it for... or not.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Only the Major General himself.
Wow.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, you don't actually think...
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time, I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunque Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Ogle Squad, gear up and get ready!
Yes, Captain Magus.
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared.
Don't even give me make sure you're fully prepared crap. You won't even let me
We aren't
leave to
as ready as
prepare.
we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please, don't betray the trust the people have placed in the Defense Force.
Oh, shut the fuck
What
up.
the captain means is, Ogle never fails a mission.
This operation has two main objectives. First, to gather intel on the Miasma soldiers. Second, to eliminate key Exaltus bases. Get ready and move out. In a surprise attack, every second counts. Don't even... I hate it that they even gave me the option prepare first. They literally walked us into the story and said, you are doing this in one go. You don't get to leave. So why even give me the option to prepare?
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert. Like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltist's main base.
Has Orpheus' voice actress been announced already? I feel like I know who she is.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far.
Yeah, and if Isolde betrays us in the end, I wonder what you're gonna say then.
I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde.
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer.
You know, after me going back and finishing Black Ops 6 on veteran difficulty, you're sounding like you had the same relationship as Marshall and Jane Harrow. You know how that relationship went down? Betrayal.
In fact, Ogle Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance.
You keep talking about, okay, yeah, she's definitely gonna betray us. I've gone through so much shit in video games that I literally know these things like the back of my hand. She's going to betray us. There's no doubt about it now.
If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand. So please believe me, when I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
The Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there?
What the hell? What was that delivery?
Thugs blocking the way to the Creator.
The Creator will not forgive them. Our sacrifice will pave the way for our Master's return.
Buddy, you don't even know what you're yapping about.
Crossfire!
I'll take point.
I'm hitting my buttons wrong.
Evasive formation. Dodge.
No scratches. Not over
Did
yet.
she just parry in the middle of... Wait, she actually just did a parry in the middle of her triangle. Like, that wasn't me doing all that.
Press the advantage.
Is it my turn to fight?
Answering the Overseer's call, wrongfully killed soldiers rise from the underground, cloaked in flames of vengeance. As for why the Defense Force soldiers would fight for us, the Overseer was rather vague. Perhaps they too are blessed with witnessing the Creator's true form in the underworld. The approaching footsteps have everyone on guard, but then what they see is a sight of Allied uniforms.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Obel Squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltists to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right, and we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltists' attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flanks so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltists' main base.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important? I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to...
It's okay, Rookie. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our comrades.
Are you... You're really more accepting of the people who just called you nothing but a rusty old tool. You're more accepting of them than you are of Bell?
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist base been completely cleared?
Several creatures took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. We can't even handle something this simple properly.
Yeah, I think Orphe must be voiced by Don M. Bennett.
Obel soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these fools. Obel, gear up and get ready.
Yes, Captain Magus. It'll be A-okay.
Scooter time.
The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
These second-rate troops sure are surprisingly good at messing things up. Who would ever call this an ambush? We've already failed half of the mission's objective.
Hopefully we can still find some useful documents and materials.
We may be working with Porcelunics, but they aren't exactly saints. They'd sacrifice everything for profit. The soldiers didn't die protecting the city. The truth is, the file ends there without warning.
Damn it! Of all places, the data had to be missing at the most crucial part. The soldiers didn't die protecting the city? Just what have these Exaltists learned?
It's nothing but a distraction they planted on us to mislead us. Still, it's clear the Exaltist remnants were spooked by the Major General's unit acting recklessly. That's why they moved the key data early. Guess we got no choice but to press on.
At Elite targets have appeared.
Elite targets. Just the kind of fight Oval Squad's been waiting for.
Eradication mode activated!
Here comes the big one.
Target locked. Yeah.
Crossfire!
Maximum firepower!
Be careful, Captain!
Trying to learn her moves here.
There's no way out!
Fire!
Okay, so when that gauge just below her profile
I've
icon
been on standby
is
for a
filled
long
up,
time.
when that's filled up, you're able to, well, obviously,
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr.
do the
Lucro.
big laser.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
I'm not surprised about this. Nothing but betrayal in the army, is there?
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow. In person?
Where's that guy from that Star Wars Episode 7, the guy yelling, "Traitor!"
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said. You're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. The person with you is...
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the Porcelumix Safety Inspection Reception Banquet.
A reception banquet for a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Anyway, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This young lady is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
I'm just doing my duty. Please, the title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders?
My troops and I have our reasons for being here. You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
Escorted by the troops, Lorenz and Lucro withdraw from the stronghold.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to. Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding officer.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. One of Porcelumix's executives previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumix's assets as well. And now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumix has formed ties with the Defense Force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness, Commander Lorenz is such a bad person. Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obel's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Somewhere in the Lemmian Hollow, illuminated by flickering candlelight. Great Overseer, the Defense Force took the bait just as planned, and they're feeling pretty proud of themselves. Perfect. They've wasted enough time on meaningless distractions, and that foolish general thinks he's already claimed enough victories. They won't be throwing major forces at us anymore. Though the price was nothing more than a few necessary sacrifices. They died for their faith, Overseer. Besides, the troops you brought back from the underworld were a huge help. Soldiers fighting soldiers. 'Tis cruel, really. Still, if it is for the right cause, then even you and I must be willing to give our lives. Absolutely. If the greater purpose is an audience with the Creator. I know you have other intentions, but you're still open to the path to the Creator, won't you? Great Overseer? I've wandered in confusion along this path more than once, but the whispers I heard were true. Once I've achieved my goal, I'll open the path to the Creator. Which means your sacrifice and mine are justified. But Phaethon is with the Defense Force right now, and that one's a handful. Not the type to let things go easily. And that elite squad of theirs has been a serious thorn in our side. I've noticed that youngster may be an unexpected variable, but I've already set the course for how their tale unfolds. Don't back them into a corner unless you have to. Your arrangements are reasonable. May the Creator refine us. So, what am I waiting for? Cheers and laughter.
Huh?
Why is the Defense Force so lively? What's going on? Let's ask around. Can't talk to Soldier 11. If Obel Squad hadn't broken through head-on, our plan to strike from the flank wouldn't have gone nearly as smooth. They're the ones who put in the work and got results. Shouldn't they get the most of the credit? Can't talk to Trigger. Can't talk to Orpheus Seed. Oh.
Our squad was the first to break into the Exaltus headquarters, and this time we're gonna take all the credit.
This can't be good.
A new face, and not in uniform either. You must be that outside help. What was it? Apostle Squad? Thanks to the brilliant leadership of the Major General as adjutant, we secured an easy victory. Sure, you didn't land the big win, but you still played a part. Hey, what's with that look? We're celebrating our victory here. Don't be such a buzzkill.
Oh, man. Welcome back, Envoy. I've been waiting here just to make sure you've returned safely. You're really laying it on thick, huh?
Such modesty.
Still, if you're acting on behalf of the Mayor in Defense Force matters, I'm sure your words hold real authority with the city administration. We owe it to the Major General's forces that we were able to reclaim a significant cache of porcelain without incident. Without incident. Assist Ferox had handed over to the Exaltus, which are in fact Porcelumix's property. It's quite the haul. The Major General and I go way back. He may not be the most charming guy, but he's someone you can count on.
Huh?
I know I'm just a shrewd, profit-minded trader, and I also know there's been some bad blood between you and the Major General. But that doesn't stop me from seeing the potential for us to work together in the future. Someone like you always brings value to the table, so naturally, I'm pleased you made it back in one piece.
About Porcelumix and the Exaltists.
It's true that certain individuals within Porcelumix, including Mr. Ferox and his team, engaged in unlawful activities with the Exaltists. The shameful and pathetic Mr. Ferox is now in custody, and with the General's support, we've tracked down his subordinates who escaped to the Hollow. Porcelumix is clean of any further criminal accusations. Regarding the so-called Obscura devices,
While they were created through Ferox's dealings with the Exaltist, I'm not clear on their scientific worth. Still, they're made of costly porcelain, so they belong to the company. We'll recover each of the Obscura once the Defense Force finishes assessing their risk.
Their risk?
Yes. Colonel Isolde stated in the report that the Obscura could pose an extreme risk, even going so far as an order of evacuation for Wayfay Peninsula for public safety. It's gotten too dangerous. Looks like it's time for me to leave Wayfay Peninsula. Take care of yourself.
Orange is sending me a picture, not sure of what. It's probably of Galbena, I bet, from Wua. I just replied in all caps with yes of the picture of Galbena. These guys sure know how to take it easy. They're already planning the victory party right after winning. So what's the Defense Force's next move? Next move? There isn't one. The Major General believes the key members of the Exaltus have been wiped out, and their base is cleared. Wow. Yeah, we haven't won. I never thought victory would come so easily. The Exaltus won't be that easy. What about the Obscura in the city? You've faced the Exaltus more times than anyone, Proxy. Your insight is valuable, but even so, the Obsidian Division can't keep pouring resources into chasing down a minor outlaw group. What the hell do you mean, minor outlaw group? Are these not people who have literally multiple times you have to have it in records of the destruction around them. These are not a fucking minor outlaw group. What? So basically you're just trying to say, fuck it, we lost. In all actuality. What? This is stupid. What the hell is going on? Hold on. Take a break? There's no fucking taking a break. What are you talking about? The Exaltists are still out there, goddammit. Oh, we're just wasting our goddamn time. This is how I know there's betrayal going on. Because this is so stupid.